Folks, you may recall I made a video a little while ago about this character right here, BLITZCRANK, and how he was terrorizing the ranks of 2XKO. I think a lot of people find this character somewhat difficult to fight against, and that makes sense. He is a grappler. Grappler characters tend to be a little bit hard at first because they really force you to play their game. They're going to come at you with command throws and huge normals and high damage, and you're going to have to deal with it. So I have come here in partnership once again with Riot Games to help you deal with BLITZCRANK. I put together a list of 5 tips that I feel will be indispensable for dealing with 2XKO's most dreaded grappler. Okay, so my first tip concerns his S1, which is his grappling hook. And this move, as you can see, it pulls you in, and it is going to be +4 on block, meaning BLITZCRANK has the advantage when you block this move. So essentially, if you block this move, you have to guess. He's either going to command throw you, which is bad. So maybe you decide, okay, I'll try to jump out. But he actually has enough time, if you are holding up back after blocking this move, he does have enough time to hit you while your jump is still starting up. So it's a bad situation to be in altogether. If you block, you get thrown. If you don't block, you get hit. So how can we avoid this? It turns out the answer is to not block it at all. So if you're in a situation like this, you can totally jump right over it, and that will get you a huge punish. So this move is very dangerous for BLITZCRANK to actually just throw out because it is so vulnerable to jump and it has such long recovery. But of course, BLITZCRANK does kind of have an answer to this where he can do his down S2, and you know, if you decide, okay, I'm going to jump, you just get grabbed there and you're still in kind of a bad spot. So an even better solution is to go for the parry. So if you're newer to the game and you're not used to using parry, I think this is one of the better moves to attempt to parry because it is a rather slow move to come out. You can parry it, you can run up and just get a full combo, punishing BLITZCRANK for using this move. So yes, this move is very, very dangerous if it is blocked. So yeah, just avoid blocking it one way or another. Whatever you got to do to get out of this situation, definitely try it because, yeah, if you block this, BLITZCRANK is just going to have fun with you. So, yeah, definitely look for the parry or look for the jump if you're not feeling confident in your parries yet. All right, next up, tip number 2. This also concerns his grappling hook, but this time we're talking about it as an assist. So this move is a very, very nasty assist because, again, it is going to pull the opponent in. So, you know, whatever kind of string here that you're doing, you can just end it with that blitz grappling hook. It's going to leave them right next to you, right where they want you to be. So yeah, being put in this situation is very bad. But there actually is a solution to this that is very important. And that is going to be to use the game's retreating guard mechanic. So retreating guard, by pressing 2 buttons while you are blocking, you can see you will kind of scoop back away from the opponent. And if you're retreating guard against BLITZCRANK's assist, it will actually no longer pull you in. So you can see all of a sudden, I'm out of this situation. If I don't retreating guard here, this is quite bad for me because Blitz is just going to pull me in, and yeah, I'm going to be back in the mix up here next to Vi. So make sure whenever this assist comes at you, make sure to try to retreating guard it to get away from this situation. And this will also get you out of handshake tag shenanigans that Blitz might try to do. So an example might look something like this. We'll do a block string, and then we will tag into Blitz off of the assist. And yeah, it's not a good situation to be in. Blitz is at a big advantage here. And again, you are going to kind of have to guess between, is he going to hit me or is he going to command throw me? I tried to jump out there and I just got hit. So yeah, this is a very bad guessing game to be in when you block the assist and then he handshake tags. But once again, check this out. We retreating guard away and we just get out of this situation essentially for free because retreating guard does cost no resources to use, no meter or anything like that. So again, whenever he's called in as an assist to do his grappling hook, just retreating guard out of the way. It's super important because otherwise this assist is just going to ruin your day. All right, this next tip has to do with when BLITZCRANK knocks you down. So let's just do like a simple combo here. Then you're knocked down. And as you can see, Alawi rolled forward. And that is basically like the one thing you don't want to do against BLITZCRANK. So you can see here, if I roll forward, I cannot actually jump out of that command throw. The command throw is essentially guaranteed if I roll forward there. I know it sounds crazy, but rolling removes your ability to jump out of command throws right as you wake up, to jump out of throws in general. So that's why BLITZCRANK players are always going to be looking for that forward roll. I swear, anytime I get a knockdown as BLITZCRANK, especially when the opponent's in the corner, I'm just watching them to see if they wake up roll. And if they do, I'm going to punish them. And of course, even if we roll back here, yeah, we still get grabbed. So rolling forward or back are both pretty bad when you're knocked down by BLITZCRANK. So what is the answer here? Of course, it is to not roll. If you just don't hold forward or back as you get up, you will be free to jump out of the situation. So I swear, anytime I'm playing Blitz and the opponent wakes up with neutral get up into jump, I know I'm facing a good player, and it's going to be a much harder match. And if someone just rolls, I just think to myself, okay, they don't know what's going on. I'm about to have easy pickings here with Blitz. So definitely look for the neutral roll. And also remember, that neutral roll is the only way that you will have access to wake up reversal. And I have found BLITZCRANK in general is very vulnerable to wake up reversal. And you can see this is the super that fills up his Steam gauge, which means that his command throw will actually have 1 hit of armor on it. So regular attacks are just not going to work against this command throw. Even if, you know, you're out of range or something, he's just going to armor through it. But wake up attacks will always break the armor on his command throw. So if you wake up attack and BLITZCRANK is close to you, yeah, he's going to have to bait it. But most Blitz players are not looking to bait it. They're looking to land that beefy command throw. So again, make sure you neutral get up and mix in those wake up attacks as well so that BLITZCRANK can't just run the same mix up on you every single time he knocks you down. And whatever you do, don't wake up roll, because I swear I get so many free wins as BLITZCRANK by just baiting people wake up rolling. All right, so for the next tip, I would say in general, you know, BLITZCRANK is obviously a pretty difficult character to deal with, especially if you're a new player. But one struggle that he kind of has is his reach is not amazing. His only far-reaching move is maybe like stand heavy, and that's very slow to come out. So when BLITZCRANK wants to start his pressure, usually the only way he is going to try to do it is by going in the air. His air moves are very good, and he has some moves like his special 2 in the air. He can like rock back and forth with this move, and it's like, okay, when's he going to let go? This move can be very tricky. So I would say against BLITZCRANK in general, just focus on anti-airing him. That is a very important tip. Whether it is with down H, which if you guys don't know, down plus heavy is always going to be invincible to airborne attacks. So yes, this move is very, very strong for hitting a character that's approaching in the air. And also, you know, even if BLITZCRANK is being cheeky and like going for this, this is still just super vulnerable to down heavy. You could just hit him out of it. Like, anytime he's on the forward swing here, yeah, just hit him out of it, and there's not much he can do about it. So have those down heavies locked in. But also, don't forget that if you hit BLITZCRANK out of the air, like with a normal, he will go into counter hit state. And if someone is counter hit out of the air, they essentially will be in a free state for you to combo them. Maybe I explained that a little poorly, but basically what it means is, just like that, if I hit him out of the air, he cannot act again until he touches the ground because it is a counter state. If you see on screen, it says interrupt on the left side. It's because I interrupted his attack. That's essentially what a counter hit is. So now I get a free combo on him. So again, whether it is with down heavy or whether it's meeting him air to air and looking for that interrupt to get a counter hit, make sure you focus on hitting BLITZCRANK out of the air, because he is going to rely on this airborne approach quite a lot to get in, because he is going to be a little bit slower on the ground. And that brings me to my final tip here, which is that if you're fighting BLITZCRANK and you are able to, try to keep him far away. This is definitely where BLITZCRANK struggles the most. If you're playing a character like Jinx, that's definitely the most obvious example, right? Like, she can just spam projectiles and be really, really hard to deal with for BLITZCRANK. He is going to have a really hard time getting past the wall of projectiles. Even if you're not playing Jinx, most characters are going to have something that is going to be really annoying for Blitz to deal with, whether it's Echo with his grenade. I mean, if you perfectly space this thing, it's just really hard for BLITZCRANK to get past it. Plus, if you do the strategy where, you know, you can hit it at him like a baseball here, yeah, this is going to be really annoying for BLITZCRANK to get around that arc angle. He wants to go into the air to get around it, and then again, you can try to anti-air him or hit it like this to block his aerial approach. And even Yasuo, you know, we don't really think of Yasuo as a keep away character. He's definitely more of a rushdown character, but in matchups like this, it can be really effective to use the wind wall and poke BLITZCRANK from far away, really frustrate him with this, and then he decides, okay, I'm gonna, you know, jump over and come and get you. But that is when his tornado comes in really handy. The tornado here off of the wind wall just has like the perfect hitbox for stopping Blitz's aerial approach. So again, you know, annoy BLITZCRANK, keep him far away so that he can't just get in and run his mix-up game plan on you. So guys, with those 5 tips, I'm really hoping that BLITZCRANK will be a little bit more beatable for you guys. Hopefully those will give you some ideas that will help you out online when fighting against this character. Again, don't fall for his tricks. Be ready to parry his hit grab. Be ready to retreat and guard his assist. And at the end of the day, just keep him far away so that he can't get in and do the usual grappler thing that he wants to do to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you once again to Riot Games for partnering with me on these videos. And thank you to you guys for watching them. Hopefully you found it helpful. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.